Let's go. It's your man Mike Bowens coming to you once again live and direct. Listen, I've got a powerful message for you. A lot of people have been writing me, asking me about daycare and how'd you start your daycare, and and even though I have a lot of videos on daycare, they still want to ask me personally about that, and that's all good. I received the love. I want to say to you, if you're still thinking about daycare, though things have opened up slowly in some areas, my advice would be to look into digital daycare, right? This message is entitled Why You Need to Go Digital for Your Daycare. Digital daycare. Meaning Zoom classes, right? And have where the parents can pay through PayPal or something like that. And they're able to pay and send in their resources to you, right? And you get it through your bank account and you have it from a certain time, Monday through Friday or Wednesday through Saturday, or whatever days is good for you in hours. And you promote that. You market it on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. And you have a curriculum and you teach the kids. You teach them colors. You teach them alphabets. You dance with them. You sing with them, and you do it on Zoom. And the parents can log in for that particular amount of time, whether it's an hour or half an hour each day. Right? And you do puppet shows and things of that nature. You got to be creative because you got to do things that's going to hold children's attention. But if you're thinking of doing things the old way for this period of time, that might not work. So many people thinking of doing daycare in the physical capacity. Now, for a time, it could work. You may have to go outside to a park. But when it gets very cold outside, what are you going to do? Right? And so one of the best ways to go about this is to go digital and have your daycare through Zoom classes where you can teach the kids and the parents can pay that way. And because you're not physically near them, they're not physically near you, but you still can teach them the same way that you're watching this message. You can teach them and inspire them and motivate them and help them to learn and to grow, right? And I think a lot of parents are looking for that, because by parents being home, children being home all the time, it's causing a lot of pressure and stress amongst a lot of parents. And this is causing a lot of domestic cases too. So in a lot of ways, you'll be able to help parents for that period of time to just come down a little bit. And I believe if you make your prices affordable, right? Because you're not buying food for the kids, you're not buying coloring books for all of the kids, you're not buying the materials that you normally would have to have in a facility, and you're not paying for a space. It's in your home with your computer and your lighting, and you're able to instruct those kids and help them to grow, and you're being financially financially blessed for it at the same time. And so that's the way that I would go if I was going back into daycare. I would go digital daycare. And that's not just to say daycare. I mean, a lot of businesses can go digital. I mean, say that you're a music teacher. You don't necessarily have to have the people in a school physically with you. You can teach people how to play the guitar over Zoom classes. This is the A chord. This is the C chord. And they'll see you, playing it. And they'll pay you to do that. And you can have like 30 people, whatever number of people that Zoom allows at a time. And you'll be able to do that twice a week, 3 times a week, 5 days a week, whatever you need to do. And that's also going to generate income to come into your household. And so you got to understand how to use technology for your good. You got to understand how to use it, because things are constantly shifting. See, that's why Amazon profited so much. First of all, because I believe that they knew what was going to happen before everybody else did. So they was in position. And by them being online, people were ordering because they're home. They don't want to go outside. They're afraid, or for whatever reason, they're able to take advantage of the situation. So you're able to order products from them, pay with your card, credit card, debit card, PayPal card, or whatever. And they were able to ship the products out to you. So you got to think in terms of, man, let me see what I can do within my talents, and let me do it digitally. Let me make it go digital so I can reach people. And you might have a bigger audience. In an in-house daycare, you have 16 kids. Or if you have a daycare center, you can have 100 kids, 150 kids, depending how big the space is, 200 kids. But through the internet, you may have 1,000 children that you're teaching, 500 that you're teaching every week, right? And so it just depends on your creativity, what you can handle, and your organization and your drive. And that's what I would do. And I will market it, and I will put it out there, and I will come up with a curriculum first, and I would come up with a curriculum, what I want to teach, the ages, and then I will market it. Have the bank account set up where people can pay me digitally, and I will put my faith in God, and I will go for it. Because guess what? You would never know if you don't try. And if you keep trying to do things the old way, you miss out when new opportunities come. So I hope this message inspired and encouraged somebody to go from their old way of thinking and change to a new way of thinking, because this is a new season that we're living in. Until next time, it's your man Mike Bowens. I'm signing off till next time saying, be blessed.